All right, well, let's move on to football. All right, so this weekend, obviously, last weekend of football for the big one. We got the two championship games. There's a reason why we're all here tonight, even though it's hour and 13 minutes of bullshit beforehand. That's what we do here, baby. But 30 minutes of those we were fucking around trying to get everything going. But
Sorry.
you're good, dude. I am so overjoyed with how clear this looks.
This is
So
the new
let's
thing.
start with that. Yeah, this is a new thing. Let's start with the NFC. So we're gonna go. This is the first game of the two on Sunday. So Sunday we've got a 2:00 game and a 5:30 game. The 2:00 game is Commanders at Eagles. The Eagles obviously just beat the Rams. 28-22, they beat the Rams. Commanders, and they had the Eagles had the first round bye. Commanders, they had to play in the wild card. They actually beat the Bucs, who we just talked about a minute ago. They beat the Bucs 23-20, and then obviously upset the Lions in the divisional round, 45-31. Jayden Daniels having a hell of a rookie year. This is going to be a banger of a matchup. Two high powered offenses, two mobile quarterbacks. I think these are two teams playing at their absolute best right now. I mean, we've got, you got Saquon Barkley, who's just going crazy. These is, I think most of us thought it was going to be Eagles, Lions in this one. But that's just the way it is. So, I think we've got three of the four best teams in football playing football this weekend. And you can't count out the Commanders especially in a divisional game, especially after coming off a win like that on the Lions. So, front office, I'll turn it over to you before we go. So I'll start with you. What are you feeling about this game? So far before you start, they're 1-1 on the year. So they've played twice this year. Obviously, division games are 1-1. They in week 11 they played in Philly. Philly, they won. The Eagles won 26-18. Hurts had a pretty good game. Not 18-28, no passing touchdowns, 221 yards, 10 rushes, 40 yards, and a tutty. Jay McDaniels, 191 yards, 7 for 18 on the ground, no tutties, 1 touchdown, 1 interception to the air. And Saquon has gone crazy in both these games. So second game is in Washington, 36-33 Commanders. So they're 1-1. Do you think? What do you think going into this game? How do you think this is going to shake out?
So first, I know that the daily derelicts have not been going very well. Everybody +6 on the Commanders. Okay, that's the bet this week. First of all, like I 100% believe that. As far as who I think is going to win this game, Saquon's going to go nuts again. I am very confident that Saquon is going to lose his damn mind on Sunday in this matchup. The key to winning for the Eagles is going to be, what do we get from Jalen Hurts? He was fine last week, but not exceptionally so. This is going to be a really good game. I'm surprised that 36-63 is the matchup predictor down there. I feel like it should be a little closer to like 57-43 or something like that. Because if you go back 1 week and think about the team that the Commanders played, how many of us actually had them beating the Lions?
Well, yeah, not many.
Not many at all, right? Without a doubt. This could very well be a close game where we don't know how it's going to happen, but the Commanders could win. Like, seriously, I think it's at least, like I said, 57-43 to the Eagles, but there is a world in where the Commanders do win this game. The Eagles beat up on a team last week in the Rams that I not sure should have been in the playoffs to where they were, excuse me. And they kind of struggled against them too. They did win, obviously, but what was it, like 28 or something to 21 or something? It was within 28-22. Okay, yeah, so within a touchdown. This game's going to be predicated on, can Jalen Hurts do enough, and can the Eagles defense find a remedy for Jayden Daniels, who has been balling just put up 45 against the Lions. Obviously, not the same caliber of defense as what's going to come with the Eagles, but man, this is exciting football. Like I said, I'm going to take Commanders +6, but I think the Eagles do win this game, but I think it's ugly and it doesn't look good. And you go into, that next week and feeling unsure.
Yeah, I mean, so Dale, before we get to you, so a few more numbers for you. So in the second game was the game Week 16 game that they played in was the game that Jalen Hurts got the concussion. He only threw like 4 balls, didn't play very much. Kenny Pickett came in and finished the game. Jayden Daniels did ball in that game, 24-39, 258 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had 81 yards on the ground. I mean, the guy was just went out of his fucking mind. I mean, that second game, but again, against Kenny Pickett, Jalen Hurts didn't get to play, and then he missed the next 2 weeks. But like Front said, Saquon has gone crazy in both these games. I mean, Saquon this year against the Washington Commanders, he has just ran up their ass. In week 11, he was 26 for 146 yards, 2 tutties, and then week 16, 29 for 150 and 2 tutties. So I mean, guys got 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in 2 games on them this year. So I would assume that's probably going to continue.
It's going to happen again.
It's going to happen probably again. So Dale, what do you think about this? So how do you think this is going to go, and who do you got winning?
All right. Well, I'll bang off this and the Bills, and then I'll go to watch my son get a Taekwondo belt. Ready, set, go. Okay. You cannot bet the Eagles now because you had 4.5. That line is totally gone. If you're betting the Eagles now, you're an idiot. The right side is to bet the Commanders, and I 100% agree. I can see a scenario where Washington hangs close. I can see the Eagles shit kicking them by 21.
Fair.
What's the total? Just curiosity.
48.5.
Yeah, 47 and a half, or 48.
Well, me betting unders last week really worked well. Man, gun to head, I'd either take you take the Commanders or you take the under. I hope this game is fun, but like, if this was a week 11 game, I wouldn't bet it.